All right, guys, take out a pen and paper. I'm going to break it down for you guys today. My system of effortless nutrition, how I'm able to stay ripped year round, high testosterone, jacked, healthy, but I never track macros. I don't follow an extreme approach that prevents me from living life. And for context, guys, this is what I look like. And on the second picture, you'll see me enjoying a burger because nutrition shouldn't be something that you are bound to. Okay? A lot of you guys are in nutritional jail right now, okay? And I'm trying to save you guys. So why is it that some people try so hard yet they still can't get lean? We all know that guy spent hours a day meal prepping, always walking around with the chicken in the Tupperware with the rice, but they still don't look jacked. I know so many people like that. While I can do this relatively simply with low effort, right? I really don't obsess over this shit. And I don't know what body fat percentage I'm at, but I'm pretty low. And I maintain this year round. Guys, it's really not that hard. And when I say that I have a method, people try to discredit me by saying, oh, you have a fast metabolism or you're just naturally lean. But is that really the case, guys? The sad truth is, man, the state of fitness nutrition is just completely fucked. Okay, somewhere along the line, bodybuilding nutrition for the sport of bodybuilding became synonymous with nutrition. And shallow macro tracking is what people think of when you say nutrition nowadays, which is just completely fucked up. That's just one aspect. And for you to make this nutritional transformation, you just have to get this through to your head. Do a mindset shift. Foods that make you feel strong and vital, foods that make you feel high energy, foods that increase your productivity, foods that increase your health are greater than foods that hit your macro totals and make you look a certain way. The reason why you guys aren't jacked, the reason why you guys aren't healthy, the reason why you guys try so fucking hard, yet your bodies look like shit is because you prioritize hitting your macro totals. It's a puzzle to you. You prioritize, oh, I lost a pound on the scale, rather than I'm eating to make me fucking high drive so I can tackle my day and just be a beast at life. You guys just have it messed up. You just have to shift the priority to foods that make you feel strong, vital, and healthy. Okay, that's a mindset shift a lot of you guys have to make. Fuck the macros. Just stop thinking about that. Stop thinking about totals. Stop thinking about numbers. Shift your focus on what makes you feel strong and vital. Okay, and I'm going to elaborate more on this. So let's just address the elephant in the room. People say I have a fast metabolism. My genetics just allow me to just be naturally lean and jacked. So my method of nutrition is not something that can be replicated. Yes, okay, that might be somewhat true. I am naturally just skinnier. But you guys have to realize that metabolism is something you can optimize, something you can speed up. People say all this shit, but they've never taken steps to optimize or speed up their metabolism. And what metabolism is, guys, is the rate at which you expend energy. Okay? It's how much energy you expend in a day. Okay? And obviously, you can increase that by just doing more. You can do cardio, you can take steps. That's one way of increasing energy expenditure. But there are some things that you can do from a passive standpoint, passively, that will increase your energy expenditure without you having to do extra cardio, without you having to move your body. Okay? And these are the things that a lot of people are lacking. So boosting your metabolism will make everything easier. It will give you more leverage, okay? Literally every nutrition decision you make will work more in your favor. Okay, people spend too much time worrying about macros or the foods they eat and not enough time optimizing their metabolism. Okay, I have an image to the right. A lot of you guys are that top guy. You guys are pushing with brute force, restricting calories, doing a fucking water fast or, doing endless amounts of cardio, but you're not getting much results. Okay, I am the guy on the bottom. I have the fulcrum and I have the tool, and that gives me leverage. I apply less effort than you, but I get more results because I understand the power of leverage. And how you get that power of leverage is you optimize your metabolism. Too many people focus on cutting calories, trying to cause short-term weight loss on the scale, right? You guys are just so focused on losing 5 pounds in a week. Okay, that's good, but it's only gonna work for that week. It's not something that's sustainable. You guys never take the time to set yourself up for the future. Okay? You want things fast and you don't want to do things correct. You want things fast. Okay? They want to get right into things rather than build a foundation. Go slow so you can go fast. Okay? So, how do you speed up metabolism? Number one is you just have to build more muscle mass. Now, this is more of a long term approach. The more muscle mass you have, the more energy you burn simply just maintaining your baseline functioning state. Think of it as an investment, okay? So stop the calorie cutting, stop the cardio. Just start with building a solid base of muscle mass, okay? What that means is train hard, progressively overload, focus on sound technique, and lock in on a good program. Number two, eat enough calories and protein to build muscle. Don't restrict calories to drop a pound or two next week. Just wait it out a little bit, build a foundation, build a solid base of muscle mass, and then get started. But you have to eat enough calories and protein to build muscle. And number three, you have to optimize hormones to support muscle growth. Okay, and more on this later. Okay, that's the number one way. Just build more muscle mass. It's an investment, guys. You're not going to see that scale drop right away, but you are setting yourself up for the future. This is the part that a lot of people just neglect. And if you're one of these guys that thinks, oh, since I'm building muscle, I can't lose fat. And there's this myth that you can't do both at the same time. Guys, you can definitely do both at the same time, but you just won't see that number on the scale be as drastic. The change won't be as drastic because you are both gaining and losing weight. So you're losing body fat but gaining muscle, so it's going to even out. It's going to feel like you're not having that much progress, but you are. So don't focus on the scale too much when you're first starting out. Anyone that tells you that you both can't gain muscle and lose fat at the same time just doesn't understand human adaptation. I've done it myself, and this is one of my clients here who got a DEXA scan to prove that. 2 months apart, less than 2 months apart, total body fat percentage dropped by 4%, and lean tissue went up by 6 pounds. So you can definitely lose fat, gain muscle at the same time. Don't let anybody tell you that's not possible. Okay, how to speed up metabolism too. You have to optimize your hormones, guys. This could be a whole other subject on its own, but proper endocrine function is key for a fast, healthy metabolism. So here are some basics, okay? Get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Stay away from endocrine disruptors, things that inhibit your hormone activity, and there's more on this later. Eat healthy fats. That's why I'm not a big fan of low-fat diets to try and reduce caloric intake because you need fats for optimal testosterone production. Get your micronutrients and take your supplements. Again, more on this later. And get your sunlight. You have to have a healthy endocrine system. Okay? And I'm going to make a whole separate module on this in the future. But these are just some basics. And lastly, just move more frequently. Okay, most people are stuck in the mud. You need more low intensity activity more frequently. I think the vast majority of people, they do a lot of high intensity activity. You go into the gym, you push yourself, that's great. But the vast majority of people need more low intensity activity. So that could just mean by moving more throughout the day, going on walks, going on bike rides, doing basic things like that. Seems really small, but it will go a long way. Now, when I say I don't track, I don't mean I mindlessly eat. There still is a system. It's just not based on empty numbers, okay? So here's my macro split, okay? I don't have a split, okay? I just understand the functions that each macronutrient category is responsible for, and I eat based on that. Okay, protein is imperative. You must eat 0.8 grams to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight per day. And this is non-negotiable if you want a lean and jacked physique. Honestly, you could probably eat more as well. For carbohydrates, guys, I eat carbs intuitively based on my activity and training. What you got to understand is carbs, there's two functions of carbs. To provide energy, and a lot of carbs have a lot of micronutrients. Those are the reasons why you eat carbs. You do not want to surpass 2 times carbs per pound of body weight pretty much ever unless you're training for like a marathon or something like that. Okay, eat quick digesting carbs before and after working out. Fruits, rice, and bread. I don't track, I just intuitively eat based on my workout schedule. So if I have a hard session, I'm going to eat some fruits, rice, and bread. Okay, after I'll do the same to recover my glycogen stores. Okay, eat slower digesting carbs for dinner or where there isn't a training session directly after. Potatoes, whole grains, and vegetables. Okay, simple enough. Fats, don't be afraid of fats. Aim for 30% of your calories to be from fats. Fats will give you sustained energy and improve endocrine function. Okay, so I do not track, but I'm just mindful of what each of these macronutrient categories do, and then I intuitively based on that with simple rules like zero point 0.8 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight. So these foods should be about 95% of your diet. Okay, for protein, again, like I said, 1 to 1.25 grams per pound of body weight. You can even eat more. Grass-fed ground beef, steak, eggs, fish, chicken, Greek yogurt, and whey protein supplements. Now, these protein sources are the most easy to digest and are just going to be the most highest quality protein sources. So it should just come from this list. For carbohydrates, you're going to get your micronutrients from the fruits and veggies and energy from the starches. Okay, so white rice, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and bread are for your energy, as well as fruits as well, and vegetables and fruits for your micronutrients. Okay. For fats, you're going to stick to avocados, animal fat, egg yolks, cheese, nuts, dairy, grass-fed butter, avocado oil, and I'll add olive oil on there as well. That's pretty much all you want to eat for fats. As far as supplementation goes, guys, if you're a male, you should be taking zinc, magnesium, vitamin D3 plus K2, omega-3 fish oils, creatine, that's optional, and grass-fed whey protein powder if you are someone that likes to drink a protein shake. So what you stay away from is equally as important as what you consume. Okay, so stay away from things that are hard to digest and disrupt your endocrine function. Okay, I have a list here. First thing you want to stay away from is microplastics. Okay, so microplastics are one of the biggest endocrine disruptors known. Okay, so what this means is a lot of the plastic shit that you consume your food in or just around you all the time, you just want to stay away from these things. Obviously, it's not realistic to 100% get away from these things, but just be mindful of it, okay? So plastic containers, plastic Tupperware containers, plastic to-go boxes, those are horrible for you. God forbid you fucking put a plastic container in the microwave, man. You're fucking your whole endocrine system up. Okay? I'm talking about styrofoam. I'm talking pretty much any plastic container from any fast food establishment. You know what I'm talking about. This is a big one people sleep on. Plastic coffee. Okay? Plastic coffee cups. You go to Starbucks. The inside is plastic liner. And what happens when you put hot water in there? Okay? You're consuming plastics. So bring your own cup. Another big thing, plastic cookware, guys. Like I had a spatula. It was plastic, and I was cooking some eggs with it, and you could see the plastic coming off, guys. All of these things add up. Okay, plastic cookware is horrible. Utensils, spatulas, things like that, and like I said, styrofoam, food packaging. You guys know. You guys know all the plastics. Okay. Another thing, toxins. Okay. So I'm talking about laundry detergents, deodorant, soap, beauty products, cleaning supply, air fresheners, toxic clothing. There's always like cleaner options, okay? And what you want to look for is hypoallergenic options or things that like you can use on a baby, okay? Usually these options are less intense, less severe, less harsh, right? Laundry detergents, a lot of them are too strong. Deodorant, man, you guys know what the shit deodorants are. If it's cheap, you can get it at like Safeway, dude, it's cheap. Okay, soap. Invest in some high quality soap. Invest in high quality beauty products. Things that aren't synthesized, man. You guys know what low quality products are. Okay, cleaning supply, right? Just be wary of these things. Don't let it get on your skin too much. Air fresheners, man. Those things are horrible for you. Okay, if you want to get air freshener, use a natural source. Toxic clothing. Okay, a lot of polyester, a lot of spandex. You don't want to be overly wearing this all the time. And also alcohol. Limit your alcohol intake. Processed foods. Okay, this is just a general rule of thumb. Anything that wasn't around 10,000 years ago, try not to eat. Anything that was created. Always opt for the fewest possible ingredients, okay? That should be your golden rule. Anytime you're about to consume something, if it has a lot of ingredients, it's just automatically bad for you because it's just so hard to digest. Okay. Another thing is stay away from seed oils. That means canola oil, vegetable oil, corn oil, all these cheap oils. Stay away from that shit. Now, don't be hyper obsessive. You will inevitably eat poison in this lifetime. That's just the reality. Just be conscious of these things and try your best to limit them, right? I occasionally drink coffee in a plastic cup, drink a beer, and eat some processed shit too. Just be mindful and limit it. Another big thing is timing, okay? Ideally, you should be getting new foods every 4 to 5 days. That should be a rule, okay? Because it will ensure that you're eating whole foods, okay? With whole foods, you have to get them pretty frequently. And you're going to ensure that they are fresh. You are not only what you eat, but when you eat, okay? Most oftentimes, I find that the healthiest individuals eat the most more in the daytime and slowly cut it off as they get later, okay? Don't be this guy that eats a shit ton of food at night and just starves himself in the morning. That is one way to guarantee that you have a slow metabolism. Try not to eat a heavy meal in the evening before you go to sleep. Okay, and it's inevitable that you're gonna have to eat out sometimes. Here's the eating out guide. Follow this golden rule. The more simple it is, the less ingredients involved, the less steps it takes to make it, the more protein, the better it is. That's what you're looking for when you're eating out. So here's some solid options. Grilled steak, chicken and fish, and veggies from a lot of American food type restaurants. Ask to cook in butter. Korean barbecue is always a solid option. High protein. It's very whole foods based, but be light on the sauces and marinades. Sushi is a great option as well, but stick to the less processed rolls, right? A lot of the fried stuff, stay away from that and just eat fish, rice, avocado, cucumbers, things like that. Mediterranean food is a solid option as well. A lot of them do not use harmful oils. It's pretty whole food based. And pho is a really good option as well. It's pretty clean. It's just soup broth, noodles, but I would suggest you get double meat. So if you guys are in the mentorship program, you're going to be logging your nutrition every single day. Now on this sheet, I have protein, carbs, fat, macro tracker. I'm not going to make you follow a certified macro plan, but you have the choice to log those in just so you can better visualize what you're eating. Okay. You're going to see there on the top, I want a meal snapshot of your day. So basically, you're just going to take a picture of everything you eat, and we're literally going to review this, and we're going to see if it fits the criteria of what I just discussed before.